Primal Nerdz.
Welcome to Primal Nerdz Fun Facts video, and today's video is about the origin of grey and green aliens in pop culture. You will either picture aliens from Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, or any other TV series or movie, wanting to destroy, exterminate, or enslave humanity. But where exactly does the stereotypical old-school green and grey alien originate from? In literature, although not possessing alien characteristics and looking exactly like humans, many reckon that an early example of science fiction and extraterrestrial elements can be traced to the famous French philosopher Voltaire's Micro-Mégas. The 1752 short story is about a 37-kilometer giant, Micro-Mégas, from an unknown planet orbiting the star Sirius, and a 1.8-kilometer companion from Saturn, visiting Earth on their philosophical journey through the universe. Skip to 1898, and one of the first influential writers of aliens and science fiction was H.G. Wells with his novel War of the Worlds, the same story that would feature in the controversial 1938 Orson Welles radio adaptation. Wells' style would set the trend of malicious Earth-invading aliens always ready to wipe out all of humanity. The metaphors of impending doom. 3 years later, in 1901, he would publish another sci-fi novel, The First Men in the Moon. Little did Wells know the influence that his novel would have on another emerging medium of the time called films. George Milius, also referred to in film as the father of special effects, is believed to have created one of the first science fiction films with aliens, called A Trip to the Moon. Wells' novel would serve as inspiration for the second part of this film on the moon, and also the alien species name of the Selenites, named after the Greek goddess of the moon, Selene. It is quite obvious that aliens would mostly be in humanoid form for a few decades due to different restriction with filming of that time, as it would still be a long road to CGI. With the growing popularity of extraterrestrial beings over the decades, the whole look would change as well. From the 1930s, bug-eyed monsters abducting beautiful women wanting to destroy the Earth became the norm with pulp magazines and movies, slowly developing to what we know it as today. Now, all this information set aside, where did the grey and green alien originate from? With grey aliens, back to our mate H.G. Wells and his 1893 essay titled Man of the Year Million. He would explore the idea that humanity would evolve into a short, hairless race with large heads and big black eyes. 40 years later, and Gabriel Linde published his sci-fi novel The Unknown Danger. The Swedish title over here, as I would definitely mispronounce it. In this novel, the aliens are described as short, unearthly beings with large dark gleaming eyes in the big bald heads. Where the previously mentioned influence are in literature and in films, the next actually occurred in real life. With the alleged 1947 UFO crash landing in Roswell, New Mexico, there were witnesses claiming to have seen unusual child-sized beings with huge heads and slanted eyes. Another famous mysterious case that contributed to the look of grey aliens is when Barney and Betty Hill from New Hampshire came to the world's attention in 1965 news reports about their abduction that happened in 1961. It is Barney's sketch of the aliens as grey beings with wraparound eyes during a hypnosis session on 22 February 1964 that would have an impacting effect on the masses as the stereotypical grey alien. However, Martin Kottmeyer reckoned in his 1990 article, Entirely Unpredisposed, that the session where Barney drew his famous sketches was only 12 days after an episode of the sci-fi TV series The Outer Limits episode, The Belarus Shield, in which there was a grey alien with the same characteristics as the Hills' description. When asked if they were familiar with this program, Betty claimed she had never heard of it. When it comes to green aliens in pop culture, the possible influence are fewer than with their grey counterpart. Green aliens are usually referred to as little green men, widely associated with being from the planet Mars. Miyaya's Little Green Men from the 1946 edition of the pulp magazine Weird Tales are some of the first mentions of this term. Frederick Brown's 1955 sci-fi novel Martians Go Home, that sounds so familiar nowadays, would contribute to the association of Martians and green aliens. Even though these 75cm tall aliens were not the "let us destroy the Earth" type, but rather irritating pranksters. Yes, so badass. Other contributing works were the Mekon from the 1950 Eagle comic strip Dan Dare, and also the Great Kazoo from the Flintstones, first appearing in 1965. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you like this video. And in the wise words of Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, and pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, cause there's bugger all down here on Earth.